Good to see you, beautiful people. My name is NetLock, and welcome back to another episode of the Mini-Squad SMP. It has been one hell of a minute since I have last streamed, and I apologize profusely for that. I have been swamped with schoolwork as of late, but I've managed to find some free time to be able to stream. I'm only going to be able to stream for about an hour before I have to head out once again, so I apologize for how short this stream will be. But I do have some things prepared for the stream. Maybe not the most exciting things in the world, but I've got some stuff that we have got to get done. So I was thinking to myself a few days ago, just what kind of things can we do here on the server? Because when we first started the server, we kind of started it very, very soon. We kind of were just deciding, just go for it. No plan, nothing. Just go for it, start the server, and make content from there without very much of a plan. Which, I mean, it's fine, but because of that, I never really had the opportunity to really think about what I wanted to do. Obviously, I've had a few weeks now to think, and I think it's time that we make a little village near here. I'm thinking this flat area here, over here, just like a tiny little, like, 15 hut village. Made out of, like, jungle wood, bamboo, cobblestone, all that good stuff. And also, maybe even, we get in some path action, too, for the stream. So, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be starting off just building the beginnings of a glorious village. So, yeah. But before we do that, I do want to actually make this path. just because this is from here we could structure what the village will look like, where the roads and stuff will split off, but I do want to have this path here just so that way we're sort of interconnected with everyone else's bases. I know Lewgo is building over this way. He's going to be building some really cool things over here in the distance. Hopefully he hasn't actually started on that, or else I'll be spoiling. But, you know, he'll be building over here, so I'm just going to wrap around the path all the way over here just to start off the stream. And then we're going to begin outlining the actual village itself. That being said, my paranoia is requiring that I test something out real quick. Perfect. Actually, wait, hold on. Okay, let me test this, because I don't think I actually have any background sounds on. Please tell me. Okay, perfect. Background sounds are playing. The game sounds are playing. I was nervous there for a moment. Just some live audio testing. Everyone, that's what you guys come to see. That's what you guys watch streamers for. Live audio testing. That should not be like that. There we are. Building a path. Let me tell you guys, I have had quite a day. I could not sleep at all last night. I am running on pretty much zero sleep. I managed to take like a nap for like half an hour earlier, but I have not slept at all. Just at all, aside from that like half-hour nap. So hopefully I don't just completely crash and burn for the stream. That would be mildly tragic, but also kind of funny to watch back. Just, hey, remember that day I just kind of, you know, crash and burned, just completely borked the stream. That would be a funny memory to have on YouTube and Twitch. Although Twitch, I guess, is only going to be there for 7 days. I'm not big enough for them to care about me. Alright, Lightmatic. Another thing, we, since we're updated to the new version, all the mods that I use have also updated. So I've got Axiom, Flashback, Lightmatica, Malib? I'm not entirely sure what this is, but this is needed for some of the other mods to work. Minecraft, I didn't know Minecraft was a mod, you know? Obviously mod menu and world edit. All the stuff is just for, you know, ease of content creation. Wait, hold on, is Flashback not... Oh no, Flashback is here. Okay. I didn't see Flashback for a second. I was so concerned that it was just not in the mod list. I was honestly confused for a moment. Luckily, it is actually in the mods. There we are. Just some nice calm path making. We're not going to go 3 wide on this all the way through. We're just going to go 3 wide towards the village. The rest I'll do this off camera, but I did want to show some progress is being made. Again, I've been swamped, and this is pretty much like the only time I've actually been on the server for the past 3 weeks. I was on last night just a bit to help out Lewgo with some things. Check out some of the stuff he has been building. He's building a thing over there that I don't want to spoil, which is why I'm not going to be going too far with this path. I think this one right here, and then we stop. Yeah, definitely. Because if not, we go too far and risk spoilers. And I want you guys to go see his episode 3, which hasn't dropped yet. But from what I've been told, I believe that build down there is going to be in his episode 3, which you guys should absolutely be looking out for. Alright. So we got ourselves the beginning of the path here. Just spreading it along this way. Hopefully some of the other guys will pick up on the path and help with it. I'm hoping someone else does this project that I started for me. Someone else finish my work, please. Maybe I can trick Cosmic into making the village for me. Yes, make everyone do the things for me. Make everyone build. Make everyone play the video game for me. Okay, I think we're gonna. Okay, this actually seems like a perfect spot to split the path down. I do think to do this we are gonna have to terraform a bit, which is fine. Perfectly fine. Again, I only have like maybe an hour before I gotta go, so this is gonna be a short one. But I have been feeling bad about not having anything out for the past few weeks. So this is at least something to ease the content drought we're kind of in. Oh, the rain is quiet, but I'm just gonna sleep so that way it doesn't completely destroy my bitrate. Or not. I guess it's not yet night enough for me to sleep. I forgot you can only sleep during night and thunderstorms. You can't sleep during regular storms. Alright. I think once we clear out this tree, we can start terraforming. I am basically going to be eyeballing this terraforming, by the way. This is like a spur of the moment, not fully planned out village. I'll be honest, I did think we had more room than we do. But we'll work with it. We can absolutely make do with the amount of space we've been given. Actually, I think we removed this water source right here. That's... Well, looks like I'm tearing that back down again. That wasn't totally redundant. Alright. I think once we get rid of this water source right here, it'll look like we have more room than we do. That being said, this does look like it's supposed to be an infinite water source, so let's just block this off right here. There we go. Ooh, and then we can make like a nice little dock over here. Ooh, although I do think Cosmic is going to be in charge of doing a dock. I think he said he wanted to do a dock, so I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to double check that with him. But if not, I am absolutely down to make a dock. Here we have some of our prize villagers. Lovely, those two. They will hopefully become the new populace for this village. Free Roman villagers. Definitely, they definitely won't all be dead in about a week. After we've established this village. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of this. I think we can get rid of the cobblestone here too, since we have the actual paths all connected and everything. We don't need this to mark down where the path is going if we've already built the path. So just repath these. There we go. Alright. Pour to bed. Down. Sleep time. We can finally get the rain out of here. Hope you guys at home are doing fine. Hope you guys are having a lovely week. I don't know if I've said that already, but if I haven't, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some dirt from our chests over here and maybe declutter my inventory a bit. 'Cause I think we might have to get rid of those and then flatten out this over here too. But I'm not entirely sure. We might have to do that. Definitely. Maybe. But yeah, we are going to get some dirt. We're going to fill in some of this. I think like at about this level should be fine for the village. Again, these are rough plans, nothing concrete. All I knew is I wanted to place about like 15 houses here at some point. And we're not going to be building all the 15 houses. We're just going to hopefully get the outline started. Get in some dirt. Now I'll be... Ooh, dirt. I'll be honest with you, chat. I am hungry. I am on a diet and I'm hungry and I can't eat anymore because of the diet. but I hunger. I crave freedom. Where's the oak? Here it is. Guess this will go in random. Random chat. Okay, I thought it was. I thought this was a second chest. Okay, well, I think Cosmic will get a bit upset with me if I don't put these saplings where they're supposed to go. Understandably so. He helped organize, or not helped. He straight up did organize the system. Although, you know, we could be a bit messy. I mean, I help too. You know, sticks, just sticks, and that's about all I did. I don't think I need an apple on me right now. Just plop that in there. Alright. Alright. Let's start using some of this dirt to flatten out the space. I want to avoid making it perfectly flat, like paper flat. I still want to have some natural curvature. So hopefully this doesn't look too unnatural. But I think this will be fine. I think having the entire village at roughly this level-ish should be okay. And then we can go over here and then I think start flattening this bit from here. I think that'll look fine. Filling the hole. You know, at times like this, I wish I had royalty-free background music. That would help out so much. Help fill in the quiet moments, but I don't. I do not have access to royalty-free music at the moment. Okay. I think we trimmed this back a bit, but not too much to make it. Cause I want this to be flat, but I don't want it to be like super flat, and this feels like it's beginning to get to the super flat point. So I think we trim out some of this right here. Just trim this a bit. Trim it back. I think. Do we get rid of this? These are the questions I ask myself on a daily basis. I think if I grab some cobble, we can start planning out some pathway directions from here. Because I think this right here will just straight up be the main street. Just go in here down to the harbor, and then we can split off in different directions. If we do that, like that, because this feels like a bit of a harsh dip. So what if we do something like this to smooth out the terrain a bit? Don't want to mess with that all too much. And then here, this could stay like this. I just want to smoothen out this area over here. I think this right here gives it a nice little, a more gradual decline? Incline? I don't know what the proper word for it is. But it make it smooth. It make the down go smooth, you know? I think that looks good. Right? I don't know, what do you think, chat? I think this looks fine. Alright. Over the side. Because this definitely is too harsh of an incline. So I'm gonna dig around the path first, and then I'll move the path down. I think that will be the way to go about this. So we're just gonna dig over here, flatten this area out a bit. Definitely. Flatten this out a bit. Just some nice little light terrain, you know? Some terrain and good for the soul. Good for the soul. Okay. Because going down here, yeah, okay, we're gonna also need to push this back a bit. Okay. Just open this up a bit. Actually, if we do this like this, have it a harsher incline on here, and then have it open out over here, it gives me less work to do, and I think it'll look fine. I think that will be wonderful. So just gotta keep pushing. Okay. Yeah, I realized at some point I'm gonna probably have to make a new diamond shovel. That'll be fine. Because lucky for us, Cosmic has also been just absolutely killing it with the mining. I mean, that was as of like a few weeks ago. He also has been busy and hasn't been on much, sadly. College, you know? School, just life gets in the way and sometimes you can't play video games. Sadly, video games cannot be prioritized 24/7. If only we lived in a world where they could be. As a wise man once said, video games are serious business and they should be treated as such. And yet the world disagrees. Okay. What are we thinking of this? I think this definitely looks a lot flatter. I think we move this edge back a tad, maybe like a block or two. And then I think we will be fine. That is what I think. Let me sleep. Let me sleep to avoid the phantoms. Let me sleep to avoid the nightmares. Alright. Sick. I think we just get rid of some of the shrubbery just so that way we can actually examine the smoothness more accurately. I don't know, I feel like the plants and stuff just get in the way a bit. Okay. Okay, not bad. And these are some decent spots to make some like tiny houses. Again, I'm planning on making like a tiny little like 15 house village, not too much. And I don't want the houses to be too particularly big. I want them to be just like normal sized, like puny-ish houses. Definitely not like 3x3 huts. Although maybe we have like one or two of those in there. I don't know. But yeah. Being said, cobblestone will definitely be the pathway, the outline for the path. I think we do end up making Main Street out of cobble just to continue the pathway Cosmic wanted, but I think for the rest of the paths we make it what's it called? Just path blocks, just regular path blocks. This feels weird. Okay. Regardless, alright, I think now we can actually just extend the paths a bit. What is up, Lewgo? How you doing? We indeed are playing video games on this fine evening. Hope you're doing alright. I'm starting off a bit of a village over here. This is just an idea that popped up in my head like a while ago, and I was like, screw it, we're making a village now. So I'm just terraforming this area a bit, trying to make it look a little flatter, a bit more palatable for building, if you will. And I think I've done a pretty decent job, you know, doing less smooth, less smooth terrain. So you come out down here, and then it just opens up a bit here. We can definitely fit a good few cluster of houses here, have like a few houses over here, because these are like just wide enough to have like tiny houses, which I don't want the houses to be particularly big. I'm thinking like 5x5 or like a 7x7 max, roughly, for the size of these houses. Not anything too special or out of this world, just tiny little huts to have villagers living in. Plus, it adds some more, I guess, lore for the yeah, for this, and for the stuff going on down here. Which Cosmic did a lovely job with this. This looks beautiful. Ooh, okay. Okay, so he did use mud brick. Alright, so we do incorporate. I feel like it would be a good idea also to incorporate some mud. Actually, we can incorporate some mud into like the path for the village and stuff. I think that'll work out nicely. That'll work out very, very nicely. Just a quick time check on my part, because I only have like an hour to stream. I have to be, well, I guess half an hour now. Okay. You know, I'm not entirely convinced that the cobblestone pathway all the way down here is gonna look particularly good. So I think we do the cobblestone path leading all the way through here, and then we sort of taper out the cobblestone path here when it makes it to the rest of this path. I think that's what we'll do. If Cosmic wants to come on here later and change it, that's more than fine. He's more than welcome to help. This is his base area too. I am surprised he built with this. He does not enjoy the look of acacia, as some may say. I'm alive. How you doing, Nemi? How you doing? I was just telling Sir Lewgo here that I'm starting work on like a little mini village project. I don't want to make too many houses, maybe like at most 15 small, tiny little like 7x7 houses. I'm not gonna get to all of it today because I only have like an hour to stream, sadly. But I do want to at least get the outlines of like roughly where some of the houses are gonna go, where the paths and everything are gonna split off and stuff. And hopefully, in the coming weeks, I'll have more time to stream and we can build this. So you know, I'm just finishing up some of the terraforming here that I did to smoothen out the place, make it look kinda nice, you know, more palatable for building homes here. All right, enough hopping around like I'm on stuff. I do want to just continue the path here. Just so that way we have this done, we don't have to worry about this later, and we can build with the actual proper width of the path in mind. No, it's raining again. It's raining again. No. Okay. This doesn't feel like a particularly smart way of doing this path, but I'm just gonna do this like this as a rough sketch of the path. Yeah, sure, let's go with rough sketch of the path. My phone is doing phone things. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I apologize for the sound of my phone buzzing in the background. I'm gonna plop that here. Is it getting dark? I feel like it's getting dark. I don't mean just rain dark, I mean night dark. Dark, if you will. Actually, at this right, we're dropping this down, so that way it goes smoothly with the path. Breaking that. I don't want to go all the way out, but I do want to go just out far enough to where it just looks like path over here. So I think we stop about here. And we'll work on this another day, or I'll work on this off camera. One of the two. That or maybe you guys, if you're still watching, you guys could pick up the path, you know? Help stylize. I know Lewgo, you're gonna be building over in this direction, so if you want to build the path to your specific liking for the things you're gonna be building here, feel free to do so. I can do it, chat. I can fool them into doing my work for me. I can do it. If I act pitiful enough. How much we talking here, Nemitz? How much? I'll pay 2 raw salmon. How does two raw salmon sound? Is 2 raw salmon good for you? Okay. Okay, so we got a decent pathway over here. This ends off over here, and I do think we're going to actually connect this up here. Like so. Like I said before, I don't want to have the cobblestone path be the whatchamacallit, to be like the main path, but I do like the idea of the cobblestone path being cobblestone up to the iron farm, but ending here. Make it 3 and we have a deal. You bet your sweet bippy. Alright, cool. expect three fish within 2 to 3 business days. Good sir. Wouldn't it be funny, chat, if I just send him fish in real life? He thinks I'm sending him salmon in the game, but in fact, he'll receive a fish in 2 to 3 business days in real life. Shipped via mail. Oh, I'm sure that'll smell lovely. Actually, I'll just go over here so I can grab more cobblestone. More cobble for the cause. Cobble and actually smooth stone, maybe. Hydration has occurred. Yes, Amazon packaging of salmon at the door. How would you react if straight up I actually sent you salmon in real life? Shipped all the way from where I live, all the way out to where you live. It'd be even more wild if you actually attempted to eat the salmon. Please don't do that. For the sake of your health, don't. Where does he not? I don't think he made a chest for acacia wood. Unless I'm being stupid. Jungle, spruce, birch, warped, crimson, pale, dark oak, bamboo, mangrove, oak, cherry, wheat, potato, mob drops. It would mean a war has begun. Okay, understood. We just start sending the most bizarre things back and forward to each other. It would be funny to see how far each other go. Okay. Definitely gonna grab like a stack and a bit of cobble, and then okay, well there's no smooth stone here. Do we have smooth stone over here? Any smooth stone I could borrow here from good old Cosmic? No, doesn't seem like it. Alright. I thought we had more bamboo. I would have used bamboo as our block to mark out where the actual houses are gonna go. Where's the cat? I hear a cat. I'm not hallucinating, right? There is a cat here. Meow. Alright. What was I doing? Alright, I need a block. How much jungle wood do we have? Not much. Not much indeed. Is there anything we have in excess here that I could use? Use this as our block to denote. Use the cherry wood as the block to denote where the houses are gonna be. I mean, I could just use slabs, but slabs feels wrong. Although actually that'll work. That'll actually work. So we're gonna use slabs. Sweet. Hope Cosmic didn't need those slabs for anything. His slabs are mine. Okay. Okay. I mean, we have a free security task force at the very least. Okay, so obviously this is going to go down from here all the way down here, and then we split off the path. I say one goes in like this direction over here. We have a path leading over here. Like down this way. Over towards this area. I think we make this entire area a dock. I think that'll be the plan. The main dock entrance will be over here, but we could have like a secondary one over here. Maybe even a tertiary one over there. But I think that'll be fine for the plans for now. I think honestly a path in between these over here would look quite nice. Ooh, having a path going from the village to the farm. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of interconnecting the village with the rest of the base. So that works out quite nicely too. Just having some streets here. Okay. So obviously going from here, here. You spread out this way. I think we end off like here roughly. We're definitely gonna have to remove these trees. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that now. That way we have the space for it later, and then we have more jungle log. I think maybe the space might be big enough to make more than 15 houses. Maybe. Actually, I think this might not be enough space. We'll see. We'll see once I actually start placing down the slabbage for each of the houses. How much space and real estate we have to work with. I feel like it should be fine. If not, we can always terraform. Just open up the land even more. Did he just spawn? This man just appeared like 5 feet away from me. Huh? What are you trading, good sir? What do you have for me today? That actually isn't terrible. 4 potatoes for, or 4 big potatoes for an emerald? That is not bad at all. Here, let me finish chopping down this tree, and I'll go inside and check to see our potatoes, our potatage. Don't need that dirt. I've determined that 2 sticks are more important than nearly a stack of dirt. I have villager brain. Chad, it's the lack of sleep, I promise. Where go? What do? Potato, yes. We have patates. We have spuds. We have acquired the spuds. Okay, cool. Nope. What? There we go. Then we can take that out. Put this over here with the rest of the food. Grab the sticks, put the sticks over here. Also, I think we can get rid of some of this dirt. We don't need this much dirt anymore. Where's the dirt? Dirt gravel. Yeah, I'll keep like 3 stacks on me. That seems more than enough. Okay. Let's just move all the building items over here to declutter a smidge. Jungle sapling can go there. Okay. What was I grabbing? I was coal. We need coal. Food tool seeds. Ores. Ah, perfect. Cosmic, you beautiful human being. You've given me life. You've given me the Industrial Revolution and its consequences. I think we just potato. We spud more. Then we can get ourselves some nice emeralds. I just realized my mistake. Wait, what? Okay, cool. I did that entirely wrong. I completely biffed that. But it's fine. It's fine. 40, 50, 40. Okay, so we're definitely gonna take some of these. Right. Plop that there. Plop some of that there. Okay. 37. Let's do 35. 35, 35. Okay, cool. I fixed it. I think I did. Okay, perfect. And we're gonna see if this wandering trader is still out here. It's gonna be really awkward if he isn't, because I do not need that many baked potatoes. Although, I mean, we have food now, so that's a plus. Okay, cool. He's still over here. Well, his llamas are here, but is he here? Aha. Yes, he is. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna put the coal blocks back and stuff. Then we're gonna trade baked potatoes with him, and then we're gonna finish outlining where the houses are gonna go. Seems like a lovely idea. Where? I'm literally looking at the chest that says ores, and I just, my brain does not process the words. Chat, I am a tactical idiot. Remember this. If there's anything that you take with you on your journeys through life, it is that NetLock is a tactical idiot. Take it to your grave. Okay. I'm gonna sleep before that guy gets murderficated. Deaded, if you will. If you could be so kind. I think it's fine. Actually, that being said, let's just collect these right now. That way we can get our fill of emeralds. It's gonna be 4 for each of these. Alright. 64 divided by 16 emeralds each. So it should be about like 32, 33 emeralds, I think, roughly. If I did that math correctly. Of course, I am live streaming, so it's more than entirely possible that I did it entirely wrong, and I'm about to embarrass myself real quick. Hello, good sir, I would like to trade with you, please. What do you mean, just 2? What do you mean? No. No, I don't need this many potatoes. No. I mean, at least I have another food source. Oh, that's funny. I thought he was gonna let me trade with him more. That was not worth it for 2 emeralds. I thought I was gonna get rich here. That was not a worthwhile side quest, not at all. But now we have 2 emeralds here to work with. Wait, hold on. 19 emeralds there to work with. Oh, and these are already done. Well, at the very least, we don't have to worry about bacon potatoes anymore. Where put? Here put. Alright. Do I fish out to last raw salmon? Okay, right. We gotta finish making up the paths. We gotta. Actually, I think the paths are pretty much done. It's just gonna be like those 2 or 3 streets. That should be fine. Because this over here is, yeah. Okay. House time. Roadhouse. Okay. I think somewhere over here should be fine. Nice little 5x7. Yes, that's how I wanted to place that. Definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? 7. There we are. Now, I really hope Cosmic does not need these slabs for anything. Just outline some village houses over here. Gonna have a nice little 5x5 over here. Maybe move it over 1. Right, 5x5, yep. Ooh, right, that's a... This is mildly the situation I was trying to avoid, right? Yeah, it's fine. Villagers don't need much to be happy anyway. So it's gonna be 15 houses, but like maybe like a few shops extra too. I'll be right back in just a moment. And we're back. Sorry about that. Just had to take a quick phone call, if you will. Okay, I think this one could be a larger one. But I don't think it's actually gonna fit on here. Unless I move it over this way. Hold on. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could always just build this out a bit more. Just some nice, decently sized houses. I don't think they're all going to be square shaped. Some of them might be different shapes. This is just preliminary stuff. Actually, this one we can jut out a bit like this. Give it some nice shape, some uniqueness. All right. Yes. There we are. Aha! Make good use of this space. Okay. This one go here, this one go here. I think we add another one in between, like right here. Because the path is like stretching out this way. Maybe this one's also like a small little 5x5 here next to this one. Ooh, maybe this one is a small 5x5 but with the diagonal entrance, and this one is just the one with like the regular entrance. Oh, I think this one's too close to the path. I don't. Yeah, I think like here should be fine. give him the small little house. Tiny little house. I mean, that would be like a cute little build. Yeah. Again, villagers don't need much to be happy. Some of these houses will range from quite large to very small. Do we try our hand at a triangle house? I think we try our hand at a triangle house here. So we do this, right? And then we destroy nature for the sake of that's not that's not large enough for a villager. Even though I'm pretty sure that has more area than the other house we just made. Also, I think we can move it up a bit. Okay. So, you know, because it'll go like this way, so I think we can add this guy like right here, and I think it'll be fine. What if instead of like a straight diagonal, we'll do something like this? Something like that, just to break things up a bit. Make it look a bit more unique. Do that. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And there's more room in here and stuff for the villagers. Alright, cool. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses here. Oh, yeah, I don't know. We're definitely gonna need maybe a bit more room. Maybe this, since it's on like more of the beach area, this can be like more of a circular home. If I can make a circle in this small area, who knows? Who knows? Right, okay, well this is okay. This is gonna be a bit of an issue. I don't think this incline will allow for a roundhouse. But I think we could definitely have a roundhouse right here. That'll work nicely for us. Let me sleep, let me sleep. Alright. We are also running low on time here, so I think I'm just gonna outline 1 or 2 more houses. I maybe start off on the other side too, and then I'm gonna have to hop off and call it a stream for the night. Again, I'm sorry, I don't have much time today, as much as I expected. I do apologize. So I don't want it to be too far. So oh no, this is too close. Okay. You know what we'll do? We'll build it relative to this. So like here, roughly ish. So like I want it to be offset a bit. Okay, I guess over here. Back where we were originally building it. This should be fine. Oh yeah, definitely. Perfect. Okay. Got a roundhouse here. This one's a bit small. This one is a bit small, but it'll be fine. We can give him a backyard. We can give him a. This isn't big enough to give him a big backyard. I know. We'll make it up to this guy. He can have a basement. Okay. That's 6 houses, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can start building over here. I don't know why I thought this would be enough space. There's very clearly enough space, and we have this guy being annoying over here. Do we do another tiny one here for this guy too? I think so. We can fit in like a few small ones. Okay, that's a bit too close to the path. We can move this back a bit. Oh, dang it. We can edit some of this terrain, and it'll be fine. I wish you can middle click grass and it'll just know that you're trying to get dirt. I know that's not how it works, but I feel like that's a simple enough thing between the two of them. Where like if you don't have any dirt blocks in your inventory, but you middle click on grass, it'll still give you dirt. It'll hotkey you to the dirt. I feel like that would just be a nice little touch. Make things a little easier. Okay, definitely. I think we definitely make this path over here. make it go in like multiple directions. Okay, that's gonna be too small. Maybe not that close. Maybe we reconnect this over here to the main path. I think that'll be fine, and then that opens up this area, and then we have this area to work with. All right. Okay. Cool. Seems good. All right. I'm running out of slabs, so I think I will call it here for the day. So we made ourselves, what? 8 houses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 houses. Not bad. We're about halfway through the village planning. Not bad. Not bad. I'm hoping the paths aren't going to be too thin going through here. So, some of these spots are going to be a bit tight. I'm not going to lie. Some of them will be a bit concerning, but I think these will be fine for the most part. If anything, we can always work around. We can always just find a solution. Move some things around. This is just a rough draft, a vague idea, a semblance of what I want this to become. All right, cool. Let's head back to the base, empty our inventory, and then we're gonna call it a stream for the night. I am so happy to be back. I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to stream next week. I will try. I will definitely try to stream next week. No promises, but I will see if I can. Hopefully, if all goes well, I can. And we can continue working on this, hopefully with more time too. Well, that's tragic. That can go there. Thank you, good sir. Bone meal, mob drops? Okay, we can keep them in plants. Right. This is my wood. Jungled slabs can go over here. Slabs was probably the most expensive material I could have picked to make that out of. I don't know, my mind was like, oh yes, flatter. I don't know, I feel like it worked out nice. It looks like a nice planning design, so we'll get the slabs back. What was I doing? Dirt. Dirt, go here. No, dirt, go here. Haha. Cobble in here. Alright. I think that is everything. So that being said, I would like to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and if your birthday was today, happy birthday. And as always, goodbye.